Go ahead.
Alright, yo, we back. Episode 77.
Yes, sir.
Alright, yo, better left us say like, subscribe, all of that shit. Alright, let's get right to it. I'm Shawn.
It's a hip hop episode.
It is. Real quick before we get to the hip hop, how many bitches do you fuck that you won't talk about anymore? Like, how many you just counted off your body list?
All of them. I never talk about that.
Okay, let me take that back.
G's moving silence, my nigga.
Let me take that back.
Kiss and tell, that's corny.
No, I'm not. Let me take that back.
I don't talk about it, nigga.
I'm not. Okay, let me say this.
Good.
How do you say if like hypothetical? Your body count 100, right?
Yeah.
How many of them you be like, that shit never happened?
All of them.
Oh, okay, all right.
What you mean? This don't mean nothing to me. I don't know nothing about nothing. Sometimes you forget to.
Yeah, you do.
But you gotta answer what you. Oh,
you seen them when they spoke to you like, hey, me, you bitch. That was a long night.
I know I'm weird. You know what I'm saying? My past is. Let's get right to it.
I got me like get them shits out of here. All right, let's get right to it, man. We had a lot of hip hop. We even had music drop, but now let's talk about what the fuck we talking about. We getting into Cole or Hov first.
Which one we start with? You want to start with your man, right?
Let's start with Hov, man.
Let's start with the big
Hov.
man.
Hov. This is his 30th year of Reasonable Doubt.
Yes. Debut album
from '96. This is his 25th year of one of his biggest album, best album, Blueprint.
Yeah. Most will argue these are the two most undisputed classics in his discography for sure.
Correct. And he announced that he's having. First, it was announced that he was going to be headlining the Roots picnic.
Correct.
The Roots. Then, a few days later, dropped 2 shows at Yankee Stadium. Friday night, Reasonable Doubt. Saturday night, Blueprint. That shit got so crazy, they dropped the extra innings for Sunday.
Which is probably more of a marketing ploy. They probably already had that set and they wanted to get people to spend as much as they could before they hit them with the man.
Correct. But I will say, that shit kicked me out the queue every single fucking time. That
business.
No, that shit had millions of people in that shit. I was like, all right, yo, this is upset.
Mind you, they already started this promo run, this rollout earlier when they started changing the name to the shit over
the wild. He dropped the fucking Dead President.
So yeah, it's been brewing for a little bit. So amazing business acumen. He done did this a few times in his career.
He has. But he had Jay-Z finally spoke out. We haven't heard from Jay-Z or actually heard him speak for real since The Shop. And that wasn't about much.
Nah, probably since he dropped either The Shop or when he dropped that movie Harder They Fall. He was doing a little spacey shit talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Talking about because he spoke on Versus a little bit. Nobody can stand across the stage from me and all that shit. I think that's probably the last time we.
Okay, fair enough. But I mean, like actually sat down to interview.
Yeah, it's
somebody.
Probably The
Shop. So
yeah, that's LeBron too. So ain't gonna be talking about shit.
First of all, The Shop don't be talking about the fucking
thing. Don't be talking about that. Yeah.
So Jay-Z did his GQ interview. There's some
That was shocking that he did GQ to me too.
Super shocking.
It's a funny looking nigga. That's a weird looking dude, man.
Oh, Jay or the other dude?
Both of them.
That nigga look young.
He did. He was old though. I think he might have been. Well, that's a rumor. I ain't gonna throw that on the man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. But So you watched the interview. What was your thoughts?
My first thoughts was that it was cool. I liked how short it was, straight to the point.
35 minutes.
I'm glad Jay's not a super yapper because some of these niggas you hear him talking, be like, bro.
And niggas talking about circles, start saying nothing.
Yeah. To me, it was the two biggest interviews of the last probably 3-4 years is the Thug and the Cat Williams. Okay. This was right under that level to me. Yeah.
And I think because it was GQ.
It was GQ, yeah, because I feel like he could have delved into a little bit more, but he did. I'm saying show a little bit behind that curtain. For a couple talks, so I thought it was interesting. I like it's funny how he talks about Beyonce as his wife, my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get to hear Jay talk, so you ain't heard nobody call Beyonce my wife.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's Beyonce.
Yeah, it's Beyonce. Yeah.
But it was cool. He said a couple things in there. I was a little like, you know what I mean? But solid interview overall. You know what I mean? I wish they could have got into a little bit more, but I was happy with it.
I personally, it was cool. If this is your first little rollout, cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm cool with it as long as if it leads to him talking to someone else. Like, for instance, like if he get back into a hip hop space, Angie Martinez got her thing going on where she one-on-one people because of that relationship back in the days and whatnot. I would be okay if he went there.
Yeah.
I don't. Obviously, him and like the Joe Budden podcast have a relationship. I don't see him doing it, but if he was really diving into that space and even doing music or something, I'll be great to see that. Or even just a one-on-one when Joe Budden do his little one-on-one shit.
Yeah.
Cool. The interview itself was like, I agree with you. It was cool. Hearing him be a father is something that was dope. Saying like, yo, I'm not having my daughter dance to 6 and chill. Like, get the fuck out of here. I thought it was dope. Yeah, so shit like that. The one thing we probably everybody else in the world agree on. I didn't like the fact of him saying like, maybe battling shouldn't be part of the culture anymore. I took it as like, maybe you grew because like, all right, but I don't like that coming from you.
Yeah.
I don't like that coming from you because even after 444 dropped, some of your songs after still speaks in a reverence of what you did. His whole career speaks in that.
And how much better you are than whoever you are.
Exactly. And not only that, it speaks still in the reverence of what you did before.
Yeah.
Which, in the GQ interview, he talked about he don't want us to keep speaking about that. Which I'm okay with, but you've been doing it. So, I don't want to hear you say like, yo, battling shouldn't be part of the culture. When he got on that Scorpion album, he felt whoever he was talking to, he felt some type of way. Niggas trying to kill me and y'all still with him. Like shit like that, you feel some type of way about someone.
Yeah.
You still do that. Jay's been always that person that he will throw a shot at somebody. You may not know who it is, or if you see what's going on, you know who it is. But that's the only thing I really didn't like. I'm like, alright, that's okay. Alright, you can skip over that shit.
I mean, he acknowledged it. He knew that shit was corny. He knew it was dead ass wrong for saying that shit. And I do think I think it's super corny that people are taking. First of all, if Drake won, ain't no telling how people's opinion would have been changed.
That would have been a total conversation.
That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of this has to do with that. The guy that people thought was going to automatically win the beef because he.
As you're saying this, are you talking about Jay or talking about the people, the world?
What do you mean?
In terms of saying like how if Jay would change it up, or are you saying like how the world?
Just the whole view. I think the world.
Okay.
How the world viewed how rap music is now, and people just hate on Drake and they want to bash him. They want to see the end of him. It's like, my nigga, are we forgetting what a rap battle has ever looked like in the history of hip hop? And because the guy that doesn't make the club music that y'all like to go outside to got in the ring, he was begged to get into the ring. Now let's not forget that.
He asked for this nigga. He asked for
the ring.
He asked for it.
And whoop y'all the hit maker guy whooped his ass. It's a lot of narratives going around that, this ruined hip hop and it went too far and it did this and that. I think it's real corny, especially coming from Jay to say that. Okay. When you the main nigga that go too far. You've been accused and alleged for 30 years of sabotaging people's careers.
Nigga drop shit every time.
Even to this day, even in the interview, he talked about why Kendrick was even picked. And for you to say, hey, I don't want no more battle in hip hop, but the nigga that just won the battle you picked for the Super Bowl.
That was a contradiction.
What sense is that?
It was a crazy contradiction.
How is he having the hottest? You said he was the hottest guy in the world. It made the most sense. How did he get the hottest guy in the world? He's been a rap superstar. He's performed at the Super Bowl already. How did he become the first headliner? Because he got into a battle, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? This shit don't make no sense. And the battle rappers ain't like that shit. Loaded Lux and them ain't like that shit. And he wasn't even talking about that type of thing.
Yeah, he wasn't even talking about that.
They still took it personally.
But I would understand that because, and even like you said, what hip hop was and where it came from, and like Jay during that time. Jay, you've been on a tour with the Method Mans, the DMX, the Ja Rules, all of those people, especially with DMX. Y'all niggas battle.
Yeah.
You've been in likes with, you had people like Jadakiss and one of them signed to. You had people like Beanie Siegel signed to. All y'all niggas did was battle.
Yeah.
We have this footage, Jay. I got Fade to Black. I watched the other shit. Like, y'all niggas be on tour battling.
Yeah.
It don't matter if it's your mans or if it's the nigga that you hate. That's what you do. They used to say that shit up in New York, nigga. Whoever lose, jump off. Like, y'all niggas, that's what you do. And again, like you said, like that's somebody whose your career was kind of made off of that.
Facts.
You know, you dropped.
Kinda.
Well, yeah, it definitely was. But I mean, even prior to fucking Blueprint, nigga, like your career started when he dropped fucking Illmatic. You dropped Reason Moved Out. Immediate tension. And there was nothing but beef, nigga. There's your first volume 1, 2, 3, nigga. There's been nothing but shots leading up to Takeover and Blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, even to this day, like you said, you would drop an album on the same day this nigga drop an album.
Yeah. Drop an announcement. And y'all niggas going casino for casino. Nah, it's cooked,
He did cook on the casino shit. He did.
But listen, man, come on, bro. Shit like that is why the genre is in the space it's in right now, because, and that's the same shit that applies to like America as a whole or the world as a whole. Okay. Y'all want to make everything so comfortable and like, bro, you gotta eat what you kill. Like, it's a competitive iron, steel sharpens steel.
Okay.
In the space of hip hop, you want competitive people in the field to try to make the best product to the audience that's buying and spending their money and their time on it.
Correct.
So battling doesn't even necessarily have to go in the art of going song for song or verse for verse. Let's go project. Let's try to figure out who has the best career, the best accolades. Like, let's put our best foot forward, not just go out and try to make some shit that we're gonna get a quick cash grab on, because that's what it's been for the last 10, 15 years.
That's why all of these rappers come and go. But another contradiction that he said within that same sentence was like, you know, it's a competition. Let guys get on a song together. Jay, I've watched you. I've listened to Jay for so long, and you've gone back and listened to his older projects and whatnot. We watched those. What is it called when you got a bunch of people on the thing? We got a bunch of different people on the song.
Posse cuts.
Posse cuts.
Yeah.
You've watched Jay. I'm gonna put my verse last because I think my verse is better. That was a thing back in the days. Y'all niggas are trying to out rap each other. Mm-hmm. You on Reservoir Dogs. Styles P was dissing you.
Yeah, he was.
And you have to diss him back on that last verse. Like, that's what rap is. Yeah, so yeah, cool. Let's make a song together. But no, if I don't like you, I don't like you, and we rap. That's what we're gonna do. If we out here on the basketball court, same competition, I know. Oh, you guard me. We the same fucking. Hey, we 1-on-1 in this. Let's.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm taking this. I'm taking this to the head right now. We about to go. So it's shit like that where I'm just like, Jay, you my man's. Like, and to the same point, you're about to go and do a show. Let's not even talk about Reason Without. Doing Blueprint. The first 2 songs on the Blueprint that you're gonna do are rooted in diss tracks. The Ruler is Back and Takeover.
Correct.
You have to go on tour and do. I don't know if you're on tour, but you have to go into a show in front of 50,000 people and say "Take Over." The break's over.
If you Mob Deep, come on.
Yo, my whole triggers the crew.
You little fuck. That's how you talking.
Yeah, he was.
Niggas legends, man. Watch your fucking mouth.
He was, but I mean, you know, of course you get up. But
Andy was lying about Nas career, nigga. Come on. I don't want to get into it, man.
For almost 10 years, nigga, I could divide. That's
Stop
one
it,
every point 2.
Stop
2
it.
was due.
Stop it.
One was the other was Illmatic.
Come on, man.
One hot album every 10 year averages. Those bars, though, they was going.
He was doing alright.
He's doing alright. I mean,
He
Ethan
doing
dropped. Yeah,
he finna say he was doing alright.
Yeah.
But now I was pushing 8 back in 88. You was a ballerina.
Yeah,
I
got your pictures. I seen
you.
that's your. Yeah, and then Ethan dropped.
You was wearing Hawaiian shirts. You was wearing Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah, Hawaiian sofa.
Come on, Jay. And that's the root of competition, man. You say what you want to about my career, and let's see who can make it look better.
Correct.
Let's see who look the worst.
And even more so, right? You talking about you bring in in that sense, I feel like he was definitely on Kendrick's side the way he was saying it. Because he was like, you bring people, family and kids, you messing this thing with his wife. He was definitely on Kendrick's side, but he was trying to, whatever. Bro, you heard what Nas said on Ether. Nas said a bunch of foul shit. And then Jay, it went under the radar, depending on where you were, super ugly, got played, whatever. You talked about leaving a condom in his kid's baby seat. You talking about bringing anybody, family, and so nigga.
That's some real housewife shit too, nigga. I know it went around him. That's some real catty, gossipy shit.
Nigga, that's
I fucked your girl. Fucking you up, nigga.
Yeah, that's how.
He had to go low as he.
I'm going low as possible. Hey, I fucked your girl and I left my condom in Chelsea, nigga. Yo, that's kind of crazy. Now you die for that.
Niggas get killed for that.
Literally, I see why niggas like shot to be saying not talking. So yeah, so that's really my only backlash to that, because that's a big take of that. You know, that's like when you hear somebody like when you look at people that's regarded in this high realm, especially when it comes to rap. You know, that same thing with like basketball. You look at, you know, because we basketball fans, you look at what MJ did with The Last Dance.
Yeah.
And how
like that.
They didn't. But MJ stood on his ground of what he's always been, what everybody always thought he was.
Facts, yeah. He didn't.
Hey, this nigga's been an asshole. He's always an asshole. He talk his shit.
He didn't say I regretted this or you don't need to do this.
He's like, man,
if you want to win, nigga, that's how I was. That's the only way I know how to win.
Yeah, I took this personal. I don't like this nigga. He still sympathizes every time it's 6.
Right, facts.
So I mean, shit like that. So like when you look at people in those high regards, especially in competition and things like that, and then when it comes to rap, what everybody does look at as competition, it's everybody pitted against each other. It's always who's this, who's that. Oh snap, he talked about him. He did. Yo, what is he gonna say next? What track is gonna be? Niggas is still waiting to see what Drake album is gonna be like. Niggas were still waiting for Cole to respond back to anything on that album. Anybody just waiting for it, and so that's always gonna be a competition.
Facts.
And so I feel like because when you're regarding that realm, we want to hear OG say like, yo, I mean, you can say, hey, man, maybe I ain't like that, but you ain't gonna say like, yo, take the battle out. Yeah, there's certain ways that you can frame it.
You can say, like, I don't like that they brought the family to it because I made that mistake and I apologize for it back in the day.
Exactly, because he said that he regrets certain things, and I mean, you say that part. Don't say like, hey, battling isn't it. Because no, you could say, hey, yo, it's cool to have little beefs, but it's cool to do it on a song too.
And with that being said, it's a lot of conspiracy theories about you, and a lot of allegations about how Rock Nation, Rockefeller, all that has been moving. That statement does kind of reveal like maybe he has a bit of an agenda with the things that he says and does. Because it didn't make any sense for him to make that statement. That's like when he said we're past the kneeling thing when he got involved with NFL.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, are you saying this because this is a requirement for you to get this power for this halftime show? You know what I'm saying? So I will say it does kind of show a little bit. Maybe some people have been right, but I think it's probably a little bit of truth in like all these stories. It may not be told, you know what I mean, full fledged, but he's an agenda based guy. Right. We know that because we heard him go in that casino meeting and say a bunch of bullshit. Trying to get the casino man saying a bunch of nothing.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You just want to get
50 even just got some shit. Yeah. So I mean, obviously you have some type of agenda.
You got some agenda, and I ain't gonna shit on you, man. When you make that amount of that kind of money, you get that much to billionaire status. It's gonna be some shit that you had to do.
Yeah, of course.
Had to goddamn adhere to get to that level of power. So I'm just saying, man, people can take that how they will.
My question, all right, let me ask you, within that realm, just like a personal question. On your, say like, you know, because we're on our way up, we're trying to get to, you know, more and more. As you're making your way up, I'm not going to say that he necessarily, because that is, you know, what a lot of people will say, like, hey, maybe he sold out on that with the rap shit because he saying something like that, especially if you're a newer J fan and you haven't heard him speak in a while and all that shit like that, and you go back, like, you know, for somebody like, well, you've listened, but whatever, but like for somebody who's starting to listen to Jay now, right? You listen from now until and go back or whatever, and you hear him say that. Do you feel like you take that as him selling out for rap so he can do something else, or do you feel like, you know, what is your thoughts on that? Is that a sellout move?
I don't know if I look at Jay as a sellout. I look at him more as like a more of a cold-hearted kind of backdoory. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Type of guy that just is trying to get it by any means.
Okay.
And I definitely think he has taken advantage of people he had power over in every situation.
It's like he Alpha Delph, pretty much. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's I don't know, man, because to me, even him still kind of, for him to be so far removed from, you know what I mean, his come up 30 years ago, for you to even still be rapping about bricks and all that shit, to me, I remember when I told you about the God Diverse, I was like, I'm not really feeling that. You know what I mean, you doing Super Bowl halftime shows, that to me, that's not really adding up. So I just think he got kind of Tyler Perry-esque ways to me, to where he knows how to get to a certain reach
demographic.
He knows what's going to draw people in, so he can reap the benefits of it. And I think he's always done that. And I think some of it is smart. Well, all of it has been smart and strategic, but some of it also is like, I mean, where's your moral compass? I don't know what his beliefs are or whatever, but yeah.
What I will say is that one thing I did appreciate, because like you said, because of like him always reverting back, like you said, you're far removed. Like, nigga, yes, you did reasonable doubt. You was out here selling drugs, but nigga, you far removed from that 30 plus years, nigga. Nigga, we were 2 in 96, so like, I feel like, you know, I do appreciate him saying like, hey, what I was writing, I don't want to talk about the same thing, and then even what I was writing was a little dark, and I don't want to speak about that.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that, because even to me that made a little bit more sense of why he wasn't on the Clips album.
Right. Yeah, because
that's where their lane is still at this point.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, do we have the same thought about that for them?
So I was going to speak on that. So the one thing you can say about, well, not even the Clips, but Pusha T has never steered away from that. That's the only content he's going to produce, and he's made that commitment. He's made that statement several times.
Okay.
He is a businessman and all these other things, but all his morals, ideas, and everything come from the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way he knows or has shown, or maybe just prefers to express his lyricism. His brother's verses were not that of somebody that's still celebrating and glorifying.
Nah, he's more like, damn, I did this. Like, I went to a different lane.
I regret what I did. I pray I don't think this is the only way to go. I'm glad God saved me. So
literally,
you know what I mean?
You seem like he's always on the second verse.
If we're being honest, Malice was rapping, I think, better than Jay-Z did on God Did. I think them verses is what Jay-Z was trying to get across on God Did.
I think that, you know, that's funny that you say that. That's crazy, because there's maybe about 3 or 4 verses on that, what's it called? Not so far. Let
God sort him out.
Let God sort him out. It's about 3 or 4 Malice verses where I can see Jay was trying to go in the realm of saying, like, you know, of course it's before that, but in that realm of saying like, hey, I did this, I regret it. Like, you know, like if you go back to one that I forgot what song it is, he was like, you know, Hov did that, so hopefully you don't have to go through that. Yeah. And so I just don't think that he had the wherewithal and the thought process, or even just the wordplay to say like to how to put it together, instead of just saying like, nah, nigga, I so dope. That's all I can tell you. I think I'm gonna flip it 47 different times. Right, but that's what I did.
Shit. Corner boys with the corner officer, rock boy with the rock. Like,
we heard this. We get it, nigga. We know you made it here. You so cool, but where's the in between, nigga? Where's the switch up? So I mean, but again, I do appreciate the fact that he said, hey, I don't want to speak about that anymore. Yeah. I wrote some shit that was a little dark. Hey, if I do, I was supposed to be on that, but I
get it. Yeah, I get it.
That's the only thing I'm cool with, but the whole battle with shit, I was like, whatever.
Yeah. He said some shit about like the capitalists, and he did everything the right way, and he played by whatever rules was available to him, and he never took advantage of nobody and all that. So I think he
you think that's cap?
I don't know. I know it's 45 people that's been doing interviews for the last 10 years talking about how they feel about their relationship with him, and I think once you get to that level of success, that's just bound to happen.
Yeah, it's bound to happen, of course. Yeah.
But I do know he hears everything. You know what I'm saying?
He does.
Again, I don't think you could put it past anybody in that position. Like, he clearly has a lot of power. The same way that when Kendrick set it off, everybody started coming out and saying why they don't fuck with Drake and he moves like this and all that.
Yeah, so, of course.
It's very possible that if he gets into it with the wrong person, everything could come to light, just like P. Diddy, just like whoever you want to, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, but I don't know. I'm not putting that on him, because I think that is some shit you got to be certain about.
I will say, I appreciate the way he addressed that Busby shit.
Yeah. Start off with that.
Yeah, we start off with that, and you know, like, I like the fact that he started off, because I mean, of course, he ended it with saying like, we knew we was gonna get through that. I'm like, all right, that's kind of. Did you? But I like. Did you know that? Yeah. But the fact that he's saying like, yo, that hurt me.
Yeah.
Because it showed some level of, because you don't see that much from like somebody like Jay. You don't ever see him say like speak in that realm.
Yeah, that anger, man. Yeah, that man in a long time.
Yeah, like I ain't been that man a long time. That hurt me. You know, all of that shit. So you know, and again, there's another the back and forth contradiction of him saying, "Hey, how I grew up and how I moved and how everything is street rules, certain things that we don't put on people unless we know things that are off limits. Like, we even spoke about it, women and children off limits, those are the street rules, that's what we grew up on. That goes back into the contradiction of you saying about battle.
Yeah.
You grew up on these type of rules, you don't do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
You grew up in street rules, battle came from the streets immediately. You still live in that, your whole premise, your whole thought process, everybody in the world, unless you're somebody new who don't know who Jay-Z is, everybody in the world knows, he even did it with Drug Dealers Anonymous, go back a few years. That your husband was a drug dealer for 15, whatever. You go back, that's your whole persona of, hey, we know Jay, you done sold bricks, the first thing that you came out, you dropped the album, and nothing but brick talk, that's you. Yeah. You became you were Ghost in Power. That, I came up from this, I made it to a businessman. Like that. But I'm going to let y'all know this is what I did.
Now that you're saying that, it's interesting that you say that because he also mentioned in the interview, and we're going to close after this, but he also mentioned like how he was saying a lot of times it's not about race, it's about class, because he's been in rooms like, hey, this is a successful black man, and now I'm going to go to him for help. He's like, nah, we don't fuck with rappers, basically. But Jay-Z, as much as a businessman as he is, he also does portray himself as a dope selling rapper. Pretty much every chance he get. And what I'm getting at is 50 Cent on the opposite hand has been so far removed from that, even when it's beef, nobody expects him to rap. Right. He's just the TV guy, the business guy now. Right. So where's the disconnect between how you carry yourself versus how somebody that's actually has a very similar career to you, in the reputation that comes with that? I don't know how many opportunities or instances where people's like 50 Cent is just a rapper. Like nobody thinks about him like
as a rapper anymore.
Even to the point they started disrespecting what he was when he
was a rapper
at his peak.
Yeah.
So. And I don't know how recent that experience was, but I do know Jay-Z definitely still does very much carry himself like, listen, man, I'm still better than y'all. I can still put a verse out. Like, he always hints at like, oh, some shit coming and all that. So I just think it is interesting how those two, 50 Cent has tension with Jay-Z because he feels like he's this fraudulent wannabe. He wants to like the gay painter about, all the shit 50 Cent be saying. So you could definitely see how, and even 50 Cent would come out and say the things Jay-Z does behind the scenes, trying to squander his business, and he didn't want him at the Super Bowl and all that type of shit. So that's an interesting comparison.
The last thing I will say is that I think that with the comparison in that, I don't think, with that, 50 never really wanted to be a rapper and how it looks to me. You look at what 50 did and he's always done, you think about him having G-Unit early, him even being a lot of mixtapes, him even writing for people. Him, they said the whole thing about the Game album where he wrote some of that shit. He wrote hooks, he was doing this, he was putting shit. He's always did a business. Immediately he did a G-Unit sneaker. He had the fucking G-Unit tank tops that people had spinning chains for G-Unit. He was always, I think he always took the realm of a business person. I think Jay was like, hey, in order to fund my rap, I need to be a business person, which happened to be the drugs.
Interesting. Okay.
And so, but I wanted to be a rapper. And for me, that's like, like a nigga who play basketball. You look at these niggas who retire, they still niggas gonna still be outside playing basketball because that's who they always, that's their bread and butter. That's what they do. And so I think that's where a little bit is like Jay still carries that chip on his shoulder. Like he always put out a random verse every however many years. 50 put out a song for his TV shows.
Strictly everything is tied to promoting his business. So I just thought that was interesting because
it is.
They definitely should have come together at this point in giving the hip hop game something bigger than we've ever seen.
But that's another thing of beef. Why you can't? That's a contradiction. You still got beef. You still got beef with these niggas, dog.
All right, man. We're gonna go to the next topic.
Oh, Rapture, man. You still another nigga who grew freeform locks. So
nasty.
J. Cole. Since J. Cole has dropped the fall off, there's been,
which I think was a horrible title. Terrible name for an album, in my opinion.
Yes, I can see that, but I can see that. But since he dropped the Fall Off, as there's been a lot of mixed reviews.
Yes.
Off the rip, there's mixed reviews. For one, it started off, that shit's mad fucking long, dog.
Double disc.
Nigga. You got 24 tracks on there, nigga. We haven't had that in so long, so people are not accustomed to it. People don't have the attention span to listen to that shit. So it takes 14 days to even listen to that shit. Cool. Now, it's like, all right, J. Cole's doing a little press tour. And because he's going on tour. But now he's interviewing, he's doing all of this. And J. Cole has sat down with Apple Music with Nadeska. Cameron had that little suit going on. He sat down, talked with Flea. He sat down with Cam, which the promo to it was great. I think that was cool. That was the little promo video that they had. And then he just sat down with on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Mello.
That was a strange one to me, but I'm not mad at it.
Yeah,
I don't know what they got to talk about. What is the connection between Carmelo and J. Cole? But
he's probably hung out a few times, Yeah. I mean, that's what they started off talking about. They hung out a few times, but either way, there's been mixed reviews about just a lot of shit that J. Cole has been saying.
Yeah, and
just talking. There's a lot of I haven't spoken to because I have some people that I know that are really big fans of him. I haven't been able to speak to them about it. About like some of the shit that he's been saying, so I don't have anything from them to like see like, oh, okay, I understand that. But I'm a Cole fan, but I'm not J. Cole stan out here.
It's a tough time to be a J. Cole.
Yeah, fan. I'm a Cole fan. I like Cole. I've been listening to Cole for a long time, but I'm more in the middle. I can accept when Cole do some bullshit. All right, fuck, I'm trying. And then but when Cole do some good shit, I'm like, all right, bet. But, then there's people like, this guy who likes Cole. You appreciate that he can rap. But he ain't really a believer.
Never felt like this guy was the guy y'all was hyping him up to be. I never felt like it was a big three.
Well, you said that.
I said that multiple times. I never felt like it was a big three. I felt like
two and the one under that nigga.
Right. I never felt like he was worthy of that type of title. Like it was, if we want to do however we want to do it. Nas, Pop, Biggie, Jay-Z, Eminem, however you want to rotate, who's on top, DMX, and who else was hot at the time, Mace, whoever the fuck it was. He was never the guy that carried that type of, because when you start talking about big three, you're not just talking about ability, you're talking about superstar, and you're talking about impact.
And even just the bravado
like the influence that comes with you being at the top of the game and you moving the game forward. You know what I mean? Like when Lil Wayne was the guy. That's the guy you went to for everything. That's the guy that's moving the culture forward.
That nigga walked around telling everybody in the fucking world he was the best rapper alive and was rapping and dissing anybody that he wanted to.
Facts. Same with Jay. You know what I'm saying? Even he may have never been the consensus number one. He definitely acted like he was the number one guy. Same with Kanye. He was the number one guy. He let everybody fucking know when he was officially the number one guy. He got 50 Cent the fuck out the game.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's always been whoever's on top of it.
50 walked around like 50 knew he was fucking the best in the game and he still walking around that shit.
Drake, prime example. Every chance he got, he talking about how long he been on top of the chart.
Literally.
Every chance
he got.
Because it means something. It means something to be like, you can be humble but still acknowledge who you are, your abilities, and what you contribute to the culture and what you contribute to the rap game. And that needs to happen with you first before other people start doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, the way J. Cole talks or raps about him being this best rapper and nobody can compete with him and anybody want to go bar for bar and he'll put a guest verse here and a guest verse here to kind of prove his versatility. I'll go rap with a drug dealer Benny. I'll give 21 a Killer a verse. Then I'll give Moneybagg Yo. Then I'll give Lil Yachty. It was like, okay, I see what you're doing. You trying to get your Lil Wayne on. But the difference between when Wayne was doing it and when these other guys that was hot doing it, we came here to hear Wayne talk his shit. Wayne wasn't fitting in with niggas.
He wasn't at all.
He wasn't trying to fit in. He was doing what Wayne does.
Wayne changed the entire song.
Exactly. So I never got the feeling, and even when it comes to the album, his discography, Cole has never really delivered consistently. Like, oh, he got an album come out, we're excited. Oh, it's really good, but the classics, they're scarce.
Yeah.
They're few and far in between.
Right.
We need something to change the game. Like, we need something that's a moment in time. He only got one of those. Forest Hills Drive.
Yeah.
You got the classic mixtapes. The classic mixtapes, it's levels to that shit. 50 Cent got classics. Lil Wayne got classics. A bunch of Travis Porter got classic mixtapes. Yeah. Yours, that just makes you hot.
Yeah.
It's for people to anticipate your album.
Niggas have criticized Wayne over the last few years about his discography because they continue to say, and we speak about it, and I didn't cut you off, my fault.
No, you good.
But how Wayne has, if Wayne do verses, what he gonna do? Everybody keep going, mixtape.
Facts.
Mixtape. He gonna kill it, mixtape. Wayne has, now if you go back and listen, I think that Wayne does have more than the Carter 3. I think the Carter 2 or the Carter 1 can also be listed as. For me, I like that Wayne, especially Carter 2. I think that was a good joint. But the overall masses, I can understand where it's like, Wayne, you only really got one, and you start understanding
one
why. One in the possible. And it's like, cool. So Cole, when you start, and you said it, and I just kind of kind of overlooked it a little bit because I'm like, all right, until the diss part happened. Until the diss shit, that's what definitely kind of gave me the different look of it because I'm like, all right, this is gonna look a little different now because he finally's going for it. I'm not only saying it now. All right, cool. You know what? I put out something like the 7-minute drill joint. Like, now let's go from here, and that's what I looked at. Now, don't get me wrong. Had he never said anything, and even if it became a Kendrick and Drake thing only, but he never deleted, he never said anything, and it was just that. There would be no conversation about what Cole has done or Cole being him going around saying that he's the best rapper. There would be a different conversation if he doesn't do that.
He's like a to me, he's like a James Harden type of dude, man.
No,
he's like a James Harden to me, man.
I was gonna say even more of a Kevin Durant, and the reason why I say that because, and I take it's a little bit like Kevin Durant, but the reason why because what Kevin Durant always say. Man, I'm just on a hoop.
I think the difference between Kevin Durant, though, in the biggest moments, Kevin Durant showed up.
Yeah, and that's why I said a little bit. Like,
yeah, I think it's I can see both. It's a mixture of both.
And it's so because it's like, hey, yo,
when it was time to go head to head with LeBron, yeah, he might have got the best of me, but I didn't back out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. And so that's where. But I'm just talking about the part of like, hey, I'm not a leader. I'm just going out here to play basketball. That's what my thing is. I'm playing basketball. I'm just cool.
Yeah, I can see that.
That was my only thought about it because I can understand what the James Harden like. Nigga, you have this immense talent. We know that you can be the best of the best. We watch you drop 36, 12, and 9, and you got snubbed, and you did it again the second year to get your MVP.
That's what I'm getting at. To me, it's more like we watched J. Cole whoop everybody asking Rap of the Year just off guest verses.
Yeah.
And when it's time to step in that ring, James, when it's time for you to go head to head with the guys, the real guys, the Stephs and all them, you just don't show up. You just bow out.
You go 0 for 21 from 3, nigga.
And you don't even go out swinging.
Yeah.
You might have 1 or 2 good games out of a 7-game series. And that shit like a 20-point triple-double. That shit ain't no 40-piece on nigga where you killing. It's like, nah, the team was in a rhythm and you got you one. And that's what happened. Because Drake and J. Cole dropped that song, First Person Shooter Mode, which is a big deal. And I can't even deny that.
I wasn't the big fan of that song.
I didn't think it was the greatest song in the world, but I said it was a big deal.
It was a huge deal. Especially because, like, we haven't, if we're being honest, I haven't really, them two not on each other's albums like that. They did what in the morning, and I think they did one other song.
That was J. Cole's project.
That was J. Cole, but I mean that was on a mixtape project.
Jodeci Freestyle.
That was
a Lucy. Then they put it on Dark Lane demo. Not Dark Lane. It was a compilation.
Care package
shit. Yeah.
But even that, like they're not like they don't do music together. Yeah. It ain't like even how you can see like
none of them really do music together. They got a few songs amongst them.
Well, when I say like at least like what main catalog, you see you have Drake on Kendrick's Good Kid, Mad City. You have Kendrick on Drake's Take Care. Outside of that, J. Cole ain't on neither one of them. Well, Kendrick was on J. Cole's Born Sinner, but they ain't really good.
I don't even remember that, but yeah.
Forbidden Fruit. Yeah, he's done hook, but yeah. So I was like, like you said, it was a big deal because it's my fault.
So that was a big deal, and as much as I criticize Drake has plenty of hip hop moments that has solidified him. Whether you want to talk about the ghostwriting aside, you gotta have moments in this game that's pushing the culture forward. That's a time stamp in history. That if you tell the story of hip hop,
he was stopping the clock for a lot of shit.
Correct. So that happens. You get on, you show out, J. Cole, get your first number one. You out cook the nigga Drake on the song.
Drake had to come back with the second verse, the niggas.
Right. So Kendrick, he gets wind of this. He hears the song. Foot straight in the ass. Just nasty. Just ridiculous guest verse on a ridiculous album. Surprised out of nowhere. Like the master shit he always does. When he comes out of nowhere, he just start cooking niggas. Fucking Control verse. Yeah. This shit with Baby King. Mm-hmm. Like, come on, man. He's him. He comes out.
Top 5 tonight. That was fucking hilarious.
Amazing. J. Cole, you decide to throw your hand in there.
By the way, hold on, before you say that.
Yeah.
Kendrick. Yes, he said something toward. He ain't direct nothing towards you, nigga. He didn't have nothing to do with you, though.
He said the big 3 line, and if I'm competitive, I definitely.
Yeah, no, I'll take that. But I mean, you know, when you look at that verse,
but
that nigga ain't saying nothing to you.
Yeah, he was dissing the fuck out of Drake, but you just got a little. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like. But again, if that was the thing, like, you know, if we're friends, like if we competitive, right? When we do something, it might be me, you, and the nigga. Neither one of us like.
Yeah.
Or a nigga that just be around.
Yeah.
About to bust his ass, but just because you here, you gonna try just because, you know, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and little pow, cool, keep it moving.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Lil pow. You decided, and this is actually what I was taken back. I was surprised because I don't believe in him to be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
7-minute drill.
Mm-hmm.
Decent song, decent track.
Yeah.
But 2 things I noticed.
Okay.
Is that number one, he took Jay-Z's whole style of dissing and takeover. When he dissed Nas. When he went through Nas' whole catalog.
Oh, he definitely did. Yeah, he definitely did.
The second thing I noticed, because I thought that was nasty, I'm like, okay, if you're gonna diss a nigga, I mean, let's be original with it. Don't steal your guy that you ain't even got a good relationship with. Don't steal his swag. But cool, you did it. You did a good job.
Right.
Number 2, I can't believe you tried to play into the narrative of Kendrick's discography being questionable when your catalog ain't never been mentioned on the level with a nigga like that.
Yeah.
You really want to take it there with that guy?
Yeah.
With that catalog?
Yeah.
That was the 2 things I noticed.
Especially at this point in time. This wasn't after To Pimp a Butterfly.
Mm-mm.
This is after he dropped Damn. I mean, even Mr. Morale, whatever. But Good Kid, Mad City, and Damn. If anybody want to question about Kendrick Lamar, whatever, cool. You know, I've heard the questions, whatever, cool. But he has a solidified 2, without a doubt. There's no questions. There's no like, hey, yo, this might be. We know what Good Kid, Mad City is still doing. Like, it's still
he
on
has
charts.
Consensus out of the big 3, the most classics amongst hip hop fans. You have to go beyond straight hip hop audience to start including classics when it comes to Drake. It has to be pop fans, it has to be country fans that start talking about, yeah, Drake has the Take Cares and the Nothing Was the Sames and all this. But amongst hip hop heads, Kendrick's first 3 albums was certified classics. And they will say Section 80 is a possible as well, and they'll say GNX is a potential one as well.
And the crazy thing is that for all of the shit that Pimp Butterfly got, that shit got critically acclaimed immediately.
Exactly.
That shit got album of the year immediately.
That's what I'm saying.
And I hate that fucking album. But
that's a good album, but it's just
yeah, it was one of those like for a certain time in that shit. But yeah, so I thought that was nasty too. I did when he did because I know what Cole would be and how even him and Kendrick was doing a little back and forth on each other's shit. We saw there was a relationship there, so you questioning him did throw me off. Now, I would have been more okay with you throwing out a pow, not including his discography. Cool.
Especially the whole song too.
Yeah, you did a 7-minute song about that. Like, I understood what Jake did with Nas.
Right.
We understood that. But not with somebody who has a certified, like, there's no like, well, you know, this one might be, and niggas argue about it. It's like, when niggas say like, nah, that ain't classic, they be like, nigga, are you fucking stupid?
Exactly.
So,
Those are the two things I noticed. But this was amazing time in hip hop because you had us waiting on responses from 3 different guys. Kendrick was quiet for a couple weeks after he came out with Drake ass.
Off that, like that.
J. Cole went out there. He threw his hat in the ring first. Solid. And everybody thought it was just a jab. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, we was like, oh, come on.
He popped first. But this is the angle you gonna take. That was my response. This the angle you wanna take with this nigga?
Yeah. With that nigga of all people, yeah.
And before we can even get the response, a nigga like Jermaine, Mr. Half White, Half Black, which he said multiple times on the fall off.
He does.
Half nigger, half wigger, whatever the fuck he was saying on them corny ass songs. He comes out and apologizes. Got shitted on cool. We ain't gonna goddamn rehash all this.
Right.
The nigga starts his press tour for the fall off in the last couple weeks, and he goes on to say, I was never that guy. I damn near cried. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat because I know I didn't mean it. I love this brother too much to talk about him this way, and I love Drake, and I just don't want to be here, guys. It's too much for me. I'm overwhelmed. I gotta get a peace of mind. What kind of nigga? And first of all, he said the only reason he did it is because of peer pressure. So let's start there. What kind of man, adult, nearing 40, in the position that he's in, all-time great rapper status, is afraid to get into a friendly rap battle? Mind you, Kendrick didn't say anything disrespectful, personal, or anything to you.
Yeah.
What did you think Kendrick was going to say when you got disrespectful with him? He must know Kendrick better than we do.
He obviously does. But here's what my take is, right? Because I'm on your side. I'm not gonna. I can't. There's no argument for me, guys. I'm sorry. I want to, but I can't. Because that was some like off the rip. That's some bitch shit right there. But
nasty, cool. Embarrassing.
Yeah. But what I will say is
he is half white.
Yeah. So, you know what Drake be doing. So I mean,
he's half white too.
But I feel like there's a few things that occurred, and we spoke about this a million times. So I want to continue to repeat the beef. But someone gave him a call and said, "Hey, yo, you should sit this fuck out. You should shit this one out." What I think might have happened had he not did the apology. Kendrick does respond, but Kendrick doesn't respond in a way that he responds like he's doing that Drake. He's gonna give Cole a cool 3-bar pow and get Drake the fuck out of here because this is who I am aiming for. But
you said that's what you predicted would happen.
I would think what would have happened if there's no apology, there's nothing, it's straight. I think he's gonna give J. Cole a little moment because especially if this is a friendly joint. Cool, let's do it. But I don't like this nigga.
Yeah.
So me giving you a cool little 10 piece on the court, opposed to me giving this nigga 45 and I'm going at him every time. Hey, switch. I come here. That's what I want. You just happen to get across. We fast break. Cool. I scored. No, it's I hate this nigga. Shut the fuck up. But I'm telling you to shut the fuck up. But I hate this nigga, and that's where I think it would have went had there been no apology. I'm not even mad at Cole if there's no apology and Kendrick does a little and you kind of say, "Oh, all right, I see what it is." Cool, because you think about what you look at the whole battle, right? Where I forgot which one was it? Family Matters. Where Drake gets on there and he has that one verse where he's now going, which everybody says is, I think it was probably a good verse. He was rapping at that point, but he starts talking about everybody.
Yeah.
He's going. He did the Rocky, the Rick Ross, the Future, all of them. He did all of that. I feel like he might have done that part of saying hey, I'm gonna give everybody a little time of day. You see nobody else really respond to type thing, whatever. Cool. Give everybody that time of day. Now let me get back to my main entree right here. Awesome. I need to take a shit in my drink real quick. Now let me get back to my food. So I feel like that's what Kendrick would have did. And I feel like there's no Cole, you're not looked at on this scale if you don't say anything.
Right, yeah.
Even if he does give you a little pop out, now don't get me wrong. If he took his time with Drake, if he took his time with Shoe like he did Drake, and then you bow out, nigga. Well, we know you now. It's like, all right, we know you better than you, but damn. But if he just give you a pop, if you say what you said, he give you a little and you say whatever, niggas like, okay, well, you think you had your ring, we see what you may, could have, whatever, but we don't drop you down so far.
Yeah.
You still might be like on a bottom part, but we still like, all right, cool. There's the big three. Drake, Cole just happened to lose that one, and Drake got his ass whipped. That's just.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Okay.
Let's hear what Mr. Jermaine has to say about where he feels like his place is in hip hop.
Okay. See, the thing about where niggas think they place is in hip hop.
On songs, it's like, but you said something at the beginning how like on songs, like how I say I'm the best on songs. It's like, ask me in real life, do I think I'm the best rapper alive?
Do you think you're the best rapper alive?
Bro, it's a nigga named Black Thought that exists. It's a nigga named Lupe Fiasco that exists. It's niggas that on any given day, even my peers, a Drake or a Kendrick, where it's like, yo, I know any given day I can show up to the studio and give these niggas 80. But I know they can show up on any day in the studio and give me 80, and I might only have 30. Like, so if I'm taking on a rap persona, like when I'm rapping, that's what I like to. That's how I like to rap. And guess what? Sometimes I hit the mark and I say shit, and I spit a verse that really might have you believe in that shit. But if you ask me in real life, do I walk around like I'm the best rapper alive? No, nigga. Like I'm the best.
This guy stinks.
Absolutely disgusting. It's embarrassing. He should be ashamed of himself. He should take the time to apologize, not just to us, but also to Carmelo for even giving him that clickbait, that soundbite. Forever be associated with Carmelo Anthony's podcast, and I'll be damned if I don't report his page for allowing that type of content.
I don't think Melo
Jermaine
is gonna say that shit.
You said what?
I don't think Melo. Nobody on there said that.
I don't give a damn what Melo said. Melo also had a nigga on the couch justice LeBron too. Enough of you, Melo. What kind of conspiracy shit you got going on against some of these legends? You let Cole get on there and embarrass him for himself, and you don't stop him from talking. You got Stephen A. Smith on there talking crazy about the GOAT, but he saved your goofy ass. Did he not save his life? Did he not save Carmelo's life when he dove in the water on the banana boat?
But he didn't let him talk crazy. He stopped. He said, "Hey, yo, I just want to see what your side of the story is," and hey, because he stopped that shit.
You're done, Melo. And this why niggas need to stay on the court. Stop podcasting, man. Just shut up and dribble, nigga. Stop letting these niggas get on this show. Enough of y'all.
This shut up and dribble is crazy.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
I done had enough, man. J. Cole, listen, this would never be good for hip hop. The shit you just said would never be good for hip hop.
I agree with that one.
This has nothing to do. We can accept the apology part of it. What you just said, I've never heard anybody in any competitive field say something like that about themselves. At the top of the food chain, mind you, you was part of the big three in hip hop for 10 years. You said you don't walk around, you don't really feel like you're the best rapper. What are you rapping about? What are you rapping for then? So you mean to tell me we've been criticizing these niggas that they wasn't street dudes, they wasn't doing all the shit they was saying. They get all the flack, but you get to walk around in front like you really think you good. And you just lying.
I don't think that he don't think that he's good.
I don't think he's good, nigga.
Come on, you lying now.
I don't.
You don't say that you don't think J. Cole is good, right?
He's done in hip hop.
Let's say you don't think
his card is over with.
Okay.
You would never be allowed in the rooms. You know what I mean? Oh, I got this many rings. I got this ring. We all in the same room together.
Yeah.
He'll never be allowed in the building.
Yeah. Okay.
Card is rejected, revoked, nigga. You're done.
The only thing I will say.
You think you ever hear Kanye say some shit like that?
No, not at all.
Do you think you ever hear Kendrick Lamar say some shit like that? Do you think you've ever
I don't
heard?
think Kendrick would even address some shit like that.
What do you think Jay-Z, guys, any of these niggas think somebody's better than them?
Did you hear what Jay said? On that, if you want to get back to what Jay said, I don't care about these guys. I'm fucking whole.
I'm Jay-Z.
I'm Jay-Z. Like That nigga still walking around. That nigga ain't. Come on. So
it's disgusting and it's shameful.
I will agree with that.
And it shouldn't be shouted, man. They should get that shit removed from the internet. I'm not joking. They should get that shit removed. J. Cole, you cannot allow somebody to self-sabotage like that. And it's like when Kanye was doing all the racist tweets. It's worse. It's way worse than that. You can come back from that. You can't come back from this, J. Cole.
Well, because the thing was...
You didn't ruin your whole career. What can he rap about now?
Kanye can say that his shit was hacked. we watching you, J.
Watching this nigga. What can you possibly rap about moving forward if you just admitted everything you saying is a lie?
You saying that you're the best is a lie. We can just rap about your college life and shit.
It's over with, nigga. We got 6 albums of him saying the same shit. You're done.
All right. So the one thing I will say, right, is that...
I don't want to talk about this nigga.
No, I understand. I'm closing out after this. The one thing I will say is that initially, the clip started off where I wasn't too upset when you had, hey, you got somebody like Black Thought out there. I ain't even like they said Lupe, but I get it. Cool. Fucking Lupe has nothing but all right, cool. But Lupe, cool. If you would have hit niggas like, yo, there's a Black Thought out there, there's a Raekwon, there's a fucking Rakim, there's a Nas, the J's, the Bigs. Cool, let's respect the legends. When you threw your two people that you are in the same, nigga, we are all driving in. You 1 lane, 2 lane, 3 lane. We're all right here. We got the same car, nigga. We're still going. When you say these two niggas drive faster than me, they play better. When you say these two niggas is better than you, when I get in, you know what I'm saying? Any given night, I give them 80, but you know, another night they give me 80, I give them 30, nigga. Sounds like some dick sucking to me, nigga. That's kind of crazy, bro. And I'm a Cole fan. I don't like that. You don't say that. I respect your legends. You ain't have to mention them two niggas.
I don't even know how somebody can be a fan of him after that. That's literally the entirety of his career. That is the foundation. He has been lying to y'all since the fucking warm up.
The warm up.
Nasty.
Lights, please. Turn on the lights. Well, somebody should turn on his fucking light at this
Man,
point.
turn his fucking TV off.
Yeah. My man right here is, a real personal ass nigga when it comes to music. And he wants to know everybody's like preferences and
We're gonna just quick hitters, man. Quick hitters, man. We may not get into it over some of these shits, man. Where you want to start, dog?
I don't even want to start with number 1 or 2.
Oh, don't.
Because I feel like we almost can agree with one. Almost, maybe.
Usher.
And then, yeah, Usher. 2.
SZA.
Yeah, I wasn't even about to ask that question.
Nasty.
We can go. Let's start with Frank.
All right. All right, let's get it. Frank Ocean drops a new album. Do you listen to it front to back immediately or wait for the right moment?
Personally, me.
One of the GOATs too.
Yeah. Personally, because of the time that Frank came out in, especially at that era where it was him, The Weeknd, all of that shit, and just the nostalgia of that and how much of an impact Frank Ocean had immediately. You know, The Weeknd had one, but it slowed up. And Frank Ocean dropped that Nostalgia Ultra and Crazy. You know, he had Novocaine on there, and that shit went up. I'm listening to that shit immediately.
Yeah, fact.
Just because for me, you did what? You did Nostalgia Ultra. You did the Channel Orange. And then you did Blonde.
And then you did another visual album to get out this deal from Apple or some shit.
Yeah, and I didn't even look at that or nothing. But because of and you are putting such a let me say this. With the greats of certain music, everybody doesn't have to be the greats. Right. But he's put as a great in this realm and he's highly regarded.
He hasn't missed.
It's the same thing. I mean, I don't think that I think they're two different people, but it's the same thing like with Rihanna.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're the same person, but what I'm saying is, I'm not saying the same person, but I'm not saying that you're, the Whitney Houstons and all of this, but you're the great.
I got you.
And so niggas is like, wait, if Rihanna put out an album right now, niggas is
Got you. Yeah.
That, and so with Frank Ocean, Frank Ocean is about to drop.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. So I have to listen to that off the rip.
Yeah.
I gotta get a feel to see are you that?
It's gonna be the curiosity thing first because it's like it probably would be unexpected. Ain't no telling what he been doing. And
This
that's
isn't
like
music anymore.
That's actually one of the artists. If I had to choose somebody that I would wish when I retire, it would be Frank Ocean. Like,
I agree. I completely agree.
Come on, dog. We need more music. Like, he was different.
Yeah.
So I agree immediately, and I'm waiting to the right time so I can really listen and break it down, because you got to do that with some of his albums. And that Blonde shit I had to listen to a few times.
And see, my thing is like, I'm listening to it immediately just because I know, like, if it drops, cool, I'm gonna listen to it. But let me go sit in the car on a long drive. Let me sit in the crib with some good speakers where nobody else is around to speak, and I can just listen to it.
Listen to
I don't want to hear you. I may stop after every song. I'm about to let me think about what you're saying. But yeah, I definitely got.
This should be real abstract too. You gotta be like, yeah.
What do you? Okay, that's a good one too, though. The best R&B era.
That 90s. That shit ain't even close.
Okay, all right. Even though I will say,
for Usher and them, but yeah, 90s.
Even R. Kelly had a TP2.
I'm not an R. Kelly guy like that. I think he's a little overrated, personally.
Really?
Yeah, I don't listen to R. Kelly.
Oh, that's crazy.
I like Half on a Baby. That's probably the only song I wrote back to. And remixed to Initial Quick.
Ooh,
you do know that.
That shit
you can't do nothing with that.
Yo, I was somewhere and went to karaoke joint, right?
Yeah.
But it was early. I walked out the room. Nigga was playing Trapped in the Closet.
He was a silly nigga to me, man. A lot of his music was like silly music. It was like Boondocks, real like cartoon caricature type.
No. What he wore was Boondocks caricature.
That too. But I'm saying I think he's a little overrated. I just leave it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He's talented, probably a lot of hits for people, but as far as him, I can I would take a lot of people before I take R. Kelly.
That's crazy.
I'm just keeping it real.
All right, fair enough.
What else we got? Mary J. Blige or Lauryn Hill, who changed your life more? Either one of them motherfuckers changed my life. But I do love Lauryn Hill a lot, and I do love Mary J.
I love both of them a lot. What I will say, I've listened to, like, my mom. This is the weirdest shit. My mom wasn't the biggest fan of Mary, but she has like a 7-song list of some shit that we've listened to on a Saturday morning, and that shit that I'm not gonna cry.
And not gonna cry.
That shit was. That shit was. I still listen to that shit to this day.
Yeah, I still listen to both of them. But,
I agree. But Lauryn Hill, I think, was just like, because Lauryn Hill, especially at that time, she was doing a lot.
Yeah.
You know, you was a woman who was rapping really well, but you could sing. And, then, you look at the acting and all that shit. But, just the rapping and singing, there wasn't always both of that.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
And so, I think she was very, before her time.
Yeah, I think she pushed the culture forward.
She definitely did.
The game for you. She was,
real quick, you wrote something down, and I hate this question.
What's that?
Kendrick and Drake, who had a better 2024?
Yeah, why that's disgusting question. Silly ass shit.
Oh man. But it's a great question though. Who had the best rap debut album?
Debut album? Ooh, shit.
Well, okay, let me ask this before we even answer this. When you say the best, what are you talking about? So I can hear what I'm saying, because I'm
talking about personal preference, but I'm also, it has to be something that's recognized enough that it had an impact and it still stands the test of time.
I can tell you right now.
Because I'm honestly, my favorite Outkast album is their first one.
Okay.
So Southern Playalistic is
Get What You're Not Trying.
Half that shit was on a mixtape, bro.
That ain't got shit to do with me, nigga. I'm just letting you know.
Half that shit was on the mixtape, man.
Get What You're Not Trying.
Half that shit was on the mixtape.
It was on his debut album. If you niggas wasn't listening to G-Unit mixtapes, 50 Cent mixtapes, nigga, Get What You're Not Trying.
Come on, man, get up.
Hold on. You said personal preference, right?
Get something.
You said personal preference.
All this time trying to get high. You need to get up, get out, and get something.
Did you not?
You need to get up, get out, and get something, my nigga. That's what I said. That's what I'm telling you.
I got something.
I tell you what, it wasn't Jay-Z.
It wasn't a reason without.
Nah, you got an argument.
You got an argument for that.
Snoop Dogg got an argument.
He got an argument for that, definitely. Game got an argument for it.
Game has an argument for that.
Hold on. Was Team 101 a debut album?
Young Jeezy got an argument for sure. Yeah, it's a couple niggas. Yeah, it might be Jeezy, but
no.
It was a mixtape. Yeah. all them shits went on mixtape.
No, I didn't say all of them.
Okay.
But he always
said shit was on mixtape.
No, it wasn't. Not all of them.
Like 80% of that shit.
You're like 78.
And
50 sold a million copies.
So what? There's a lot of niggas who selling million copies back then.
Jeezy ain't selling million.
He wasn't 50 Cent. It was New York. That was a whole different cheat in the market. But
now we gotta check this shit. All right, you're a fucking hater, dog. You ask a personal preference now.
I'm trying to answer.
That's crazy.
Bow Wow debut was actually classic too.
You said Bow Wow?
Bow Wow had a classic debut.
Was that Beware the Dog?
I think so.
Oh,
The brown jersey, the Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's the
orange paw print on the CD.
Yeah.
I still got that shit.
That shit was one of my favorite albums I was looking at.
Shit.
That's a was that his album debut?
Oh yeah, Beware the Dog.
It was, yes.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
Wow, yippee-yo,
Bounce with me.
Bounce
that shit was fire, dog.
Ghetto girls, come on, man. All right now.
That shit.
Puppy Love. If you can hear that, you can listen to that song Puppy Love right now. That shit still resonates.
Honestly, they need to go back to this.
Yeah. He
the nigga had a cool 11 songs too. That's it.
Right.
35 minutes. That's a short listen. Hey, Bow might have had something going on back
there.
That's
what I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you, but yeah, I'm not mad at that choice, but I think those will be in the conversation.
Yeah, I think there's a few of them that will be in the conversation. I absolutely agree.
Only because Good Kid, Mad City is technically not the first.
Because if they want to count Section 80, yeah.
But if
because because that's the same thing. Like not the same thing, but you think about what Drake did with So Far Gone. Now it's an album, but it was a mixtape.
Well, is that what he did?
Yeah, that was a mixtape. But now they just dropped it as a re-release, as an album.
Okay, I remember that, but everybody knew that was a mixtape. I'm saying Section 80. I don't know why they consider that. I thought that was
a mixtape.
I thought it was an album.
Okay.
But I don't know. Again, he wasn't super big enough. I was aware of him, but I wasn't even tuned in like that to know the difference between the two.
I heard that was that.
Oh well, see, this is on Interscope. The first shit was just on Top Dog. So
so maybe it's different. Yeah. I know the answer to this question, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. At their peak, who wins, Wayne or Jay?
Wayne at their peak.
Yeah. I think Wayne had one of the highest peaks of anyone.
Yeah, that's easily. If we just talking about peak prime for prime, Wayne. That shit wasn't even close. He had no competition. Well, I ain't gonna say he had no competition. He was head and shoulders above competition. Jay was never that. He was never head and shoulders above the competition. He always had somebody from his city or somebody that was just the hottest nigga in the world while he was still doing his great music. But it's just the longevity and the consistency of greatness that made him who he is. But man, come on, man. DMX, Nines, all them niggas whooping his ass.
See why you always got to do that?
Biggie was the king of the city while Jay-Z was out.
Yeah.
That's why he put him on a reasonable doubt. Because, we know. And even, they said even Mace was the nigga that was, carrying Bad Boy on his back. Biggie wasn't the hottest when he first came out.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
Now, who's hot, who's not.
Right.
But, but my thing is like,
Black Rob, one of them niggas was hot too.
Black Rob was hot.
Yeah.
But let me ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
Who do you say has does anybody, take that back. Who has some of the higher peaks in rap? Like when I'm talking about their peak, because I think that Wayne has some.
Outkast, Lil Wayne, 50. Ye, Wayne, Outkast, 50. Nelly.
Oh, Nelly had it crazy.
Ja Rule.
Okay.
Snoop, Pop. DMX was ridiculous.
Two albums.
DMX is super ridiculous.
Do you think at any point in time, because of, and I think it's another J shit with Drake longevity, do you think that any point in time had a peak as high as Wayne?
Drake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he surpassed. I think he. If I went peak for peak, I would take Drake.
You would?
Because Wayne was giving everybody verses, and the song would be like a hit, and his verse would be hot. But Drake would give people hits. You know what I mean? That was he was making hits out of niggas we never heard of.
Yeah, that was the first time I heard Versace. So. Yeah,
I think Wayne was giving people looks, but the verses he was giving niggas was already something. It was Kelly Rowland's and Kanye West, and like it was guest verses that was he did give Titty Boy a look, but that wasn't peak Wayne at that time.
Yeah, and he just did the hook.
Yeah, but I think a lot of Wayne's career is kind of tied to and I don't want to discredit him. So let me say this carefully.
Discredit that nigga.
A lot of his shit is tied to being, and this is say with Jay-Z too, technically, like just being tied to other people's hotness or influence at the time. So, Juvenile was the guy in Louisiana.
Yep. Okay.
You know what I mean? It took Wayne a little while to heat up. He had to go to New York. He had to link up with a few other people. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He got with Jewels and Dipset was the hottest thing. They had all this swag and shit. Mm-hmm. And then he started dressing like the Clips.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he turned into a Blood when they brought the Mac 10 over there. So then he tried to link up with Game and they started doing it, you know what I'm saying, certifying, valid, whatever, real right and all that shit. So you know what I mean? I don't know if Wayne's career is in the right context, the proper context, because the same thing was a lot of conspiracies around Jay-Z. It's a lot of stories about Wayne's career and how he bit a lot of what he ended up being to get to that point. Okay. And it's the reason he had the amount of beef he did, because even then he got a lot of Jay-Z lyrics in his career as well.
They even had a little beef.
Yeah, they had a little back and forth, and that's why that Mr. Carter was such a big deal. And
because he dropped beef without
put his foot up Lil Wayne ass on that goddamn song. And I don't even like Jay-Z verse like that, but Wayne verse was about nothing. I stopped gonna put say fuck up. Like that shit was not good. He had the four bar set with the summer ain't know me because I'm hotter than the sun. But that was like a cool little riddle thing for kids. It wasn't super bar crazy. I mean, it wasn't. But Jay-Z, I'm right here with Mike. That shit was just a nasty flow.
Right here with Mike T. Mike T. Young Carter, go hard, go hard.
Nasty. I hate them niggas. We gotta get somebody else, man. No wonder them niggas.
Them niggas never make good music.
Horrible chemistry, but disgusting. Where is Kanye when you need him, bro?
Oh, what was that? What was that? Hello, Brooklyn?
Hello, Brooklyn. How you doing? What the fuck is that song even? What is he talking about, bro? What does Lil Wayne got in common with Brooklyn?
That was the most confusing
This shit made no sense.
I bought the album and I was like, hello, Brooklyn, Lil Wayne.
And then the nigga Jay-Z with the most blatant line. If I have a daughter,
yes, I'm a Carter. Brooklyn, Carter, nigga, blue.
Disgusting.
But that was years before. That was a lot. It was. You know, maybe he had to have somebody decide like, hey, Brooklyn isn't the name.
Yeah, but yeah, to answer your question, Drake definitely. I think he came in the game damn near 80% of what Wayne's peak already was, and it took him probably 3 years to get to Wayne's peak in another year before he passed it.
He had the fucking.
So Far Gone was ridiculous, bro.
It was, and then best I ever had.
It's like, come on.
Man. I mean, even fucking.
Shout out to Ye.
Yeah. But even Find Your Love, shout
out to Ye.
Which was another thing where people kind of try to be like, yo, who does? Which I will say, I hate the discredit that Drake got initially because they kept saying, yo, why is this nigga singing? Yeah. If you go back to his mixtapes, this nigga wasn't just rapping.
Right.
This nigga was doing a bunch of back and forth.
He's always just
Yeah, so I mean, I didn't like that part, but I mean, yeah, Drake did have now I'm looking at it, but.
Yeah, I think.
Do I put it in context of because of it's a different era?
What do you mean?
Social media era.
It wasn't super social media heavy when Drake came in. Yeah.
Drake came in what? 08?
Yeah, it wasn't super social media heavy. It was we had to go online and download his shit.
But what? Take Care was what 11? I guess Instagram
Take Care 2012, I think.
Oh yeah.
It might have been 20. You might be. Yeah.
But then that's when Instagram started 2012.
Because what was the first debut shit? What was his debut album? Thank Me Later.
Thank Me Later. Yep.
Yeah, that shit was not good, but he had.
That's what Find Your Love. That's what Find Your Love was on.
But he had a couple hits on there and it sold well.
He had Miss Me on there too with that Wayne.
Yeah.
He had that Up All Night. Oh, he had Light Up with Jay-Z.
That's not gonna get it done.
Nah, he had some hits on that shit.
It's not
Light Up was fire.
It's not going. Over was one of them ones.
Over was first of all. Over was huge, dog. Yeah, that shit was.
Over was the one.
That beat was hard.
Yes.
Yeah, that beat was crazy.
Cause they Show Me a Good Time. Get the fuck out of here.
Show Me a Good Time.
Fancy was always ass.
I like that song.
Fancy was trash.
I thought it was a cool little shit.
Shut It Down was fire.
I wasn't mad at that.
Karaoke was my shit too.
I did like karaoke a lot.
But yeah, to me, he came in the game already 80% because he was already rapping on par with Wayne on the mixtape. Like, I think it was.
Yeah. Oh, him and Wayne had some crazy little.
Which kind of showed me maybe Wayne is not as lyrical as I thought.
No, Wayne is not.
The Wayne correct.
I get paid by every letter. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Come on. He rapped up, bro. A whole 17 bars is the alphabet.
Had a lot of charisma. In them bars, though.
He did.
Dropped in the ocean, flying with the fishes. My world is different. Like Dwayne Wayne.
That's a crazy bar if you think about it right now.
My world is different.
Like Dwayne
Wayne. Dwayne Wayne, nigga.
He did. I know, but initially I thought he said Dwayne Wade, and to me that's still another crazy bar if you think about it. no shots, but
he's slightly overrated lyrically for sure, but because Drake definitely came in rapping on par in my opinion with Lil Wayne, but I'd take Drake peak for peak, prime for prime. All right, so we got probably do one or two more. We close out. West Coast, East Coast, or Atlanta, where does the best rap come from? I don't know why it's Atlanta as a city versus the whole coast.
The South, but
yeah, we can do the South for sure.
When you say
we can do the South,
let me ask you a question, right? When you say like right at this point in time right now, or you say overall?
Overall, in the history of rap, history of hip hop since what 78, 79.
You go first. I think I know what you're saying. Would you go ahead?
I mean, it's easy money to me. Atlanta has the best balance, or the South has the best balance of lyrical ability and song making ability. So to me, number one, Atlanta has the best ear for flow, cadence, and beats. That's easy. Best lyricist, clearly East Coast. I mean, you got Philly, you got Jersey, you got New York. That's New York is the birthplace, and so they pride themselves on technical, but what they did, I don't know what the fuck they doing now. Cause I just seen A Boogie and Cash Cobain post some bullshit snippet that was disgusting. Cheetah Girl sample.
I didn't even hear it.
Nasty.
I didn't.
But
they probably a foreign out here still, right?
Well, TJ, all them niggas, come on, man. No, you're done. But I clearly the best lyricist. Got the widest range of lyricists, and then the West Coast to me has the best ear for beats and songs. But the lyricism is a little limited because it's a lot of politics and culture. They like to represent where they're from more than anybody you've ever heard in any region.
Listen, like New York niggas, Atlanta niggas they all got like accents and shit.
Right.
These niggas got a different type of lingo over there in the West Coast, though.
The thing. So for me, it's easy. It's Atlanta or South 1, East Coast 2, and West Coast 3. And I don't think there's really any debate in that.
Well, I just flipped to 1 and 2.
Nah, it's Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm saying, you use the accent.
Atlanta has the longer run.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
What's the run?
78.
It wasn't. It wasn't no run then. It wasn't no dominant era because it wasn't nothing else to compare it to. So you can't call that a run. We talking about when everybody was involved.
All right, I'm letting you know when the run started.
Go ahead.
78 to easily
90 something.
Fuck that.
90 something.
How?
You forgot what happened in the West Coast. Snoop Dogg and them was running. Snoop Dogg was the highest selling nigga in the world. And we ain't gonna mention Detroit when Midwest had their run. So you gotta take your pick. Eminem, nigga.
Okay. All right.
What you talking about?
I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
The way you said it was like you nigga had
Death Row was dominating.
Yeah, and so was Bad Boy. So was Bad Boy. Yeah, they was. They were.
Well, nobody bigger than Pocket Snoop Dogg, bro. That we can be.
And Biggie.
I mean, it's a
Nas changed rap.
Nas wasn't big like that.
He changed rap.
He wasn't big like
Wu-Tang was.
He wasn't big like Snoop.
Wu-Tang was.
No, they was not big like Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang was. They still going on tour.
What's Snoop doing, nigga? He just bought the label.
Yeah, that nigga just out the Olympics or something.
What is Kendrick doing if we talking about West Coast?
What is Jay doing?
He ain't doing what Kendrick doing.
He don't have to. Nigga, I just sold out of 50,000 people.
Didn't Kendrick just do a tour with 50,000? Nigga, what the fuck you talking about?
Yeah, Jay ain't gotta go on tour, nigga.
When Kendrick just in Mexico City, like 80,000 niggas performing diss shoe songs that Drake pedophile shit. That's what he said, right? Come on, man. He
First of all, Drake ain't on nobody's coast. Drake ain't nobody's side.
Jay ain't never been as hot as Kendrick.
Stop it.
When?
Stop it. He had one of UK's biggest shit.
So did Kendrick just did 80,000. Lazenberry? What the fuck are you talking
That was
about?
back in the day.
Give a fuck.
Yeah, you don't know about that.
Jay ain't never been the hottest in his
when he
own
went out
city,
there, when he went out there and
nigga.
played the guitar.
He's never been the hottest in his own city. I seen that nasty ass performance. Nigga wasn't doing shit.
Nigga, he's faking it. You think he's playing guitar?
Yes, nigga, he's faking it. I think Kanye got a bigger peak than Jay, if we being honest. I know that for a fact.
I don't disagree with you.
Okay, so what the fuck is Jay? How did Jay-Z get in the conversation, nigga? It's the South 1, East Coast 2.
It's East Coast 1, South. They both tied. No, I'm just hating.
05 to 2026 is our run. If you got a 21-year run, then it's kind of hard to, you mean?
Give it take.
I mean, New York was what, 78 to like 92?
To 2003?
No.
50 Cent?
The mid 90s was the West Coast.
Nah, it was. Come on.
All the movies, all the dominant movies based off hip hop is coming out of the West
Who gives a
Coast.
fuck about hip hop? We talking about the real movies.
NWA was in the 80s, as a matter of fact, so we can start there.
Cool J, Rakim.
Easy. Ice Cube, come on now.
Come on,
man.
man.
Come on now.
EPD.
Niggas don't know who the fuck that
You
is.
know who the fuck that is, nigga.
Who is that nigga? Who was in that
Oh
group?
my god.
Who was in the group, man?
You a fucking.
Who was in the group?
Yo, you a terrible hip hop historian, nigga.
Nigga, Eric Sermon, the fuck out of here.
Come on, though.
Stop it, man.
MC Light. UNITY. Come on, talk about Queen Latifah.
Lady of Rage, come on, man. Trina, come on, man. Let's not do this because we don't want to have to do this because you're gonna end up getting your ass when we go person by person.
You gonna go back? We got better female rappers than y'all. Lauryn Hill, Lil Kim.
Nicki Minaj does not have a single classic, and neither does Lil Kim. Lauryn Hill has one. So what are we doing?
So hold on, what women you talking about got a classic?
Nah, he said he did.
Oh, okay.
What you talking about, nigga?
City Girls got a classic what?
They got a couple classic songs.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
You think I would?
Yeah.
Classic songs.
How many classic songs Nicki Minaj got? Let's start there.
She got a few.
Name them.
Itty Bitty Piggy.
That's not a song. That's freestyle. So what we talking about?
Is that not a song?
It's a freestyle. Soulja Boy's still on the fucking song.
Oh, for real?
Yes, nigga. That's his ad-lib.
What's that song?
Yep.
Fly with the stars in the sky. I ain't no.
See what I'm saying? You're done, nigga. You're done.
Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, I said I gave him Lauryn here. I ain't gonna argue with her. She got a couple.
Yeah.
She got a couple.
Queen Latifah.
One.
MC Light.
None.
Salt and Pepper.
Yeah. He got that.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh well, you know what? This is a great question right here. You gonna listen to one artist for the rest of your life? Who is it? One.
First of all, I would never make that choice. I mean, I just wouldn't listen to shit if I had to pick one.
Yeah, at that point in time, nigga, like,
Yeah.
come on. One artist? I don't.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen. But oh man, it would be a collective. Fucking Soul Queer and some shit like that.
Listen to fucking Rockefeller.
Right. Choosing Death Row, some shit like that. But if I had to choose one artist, it would easily be Ye.
Mm-hmm. I knew you were gonna say that.
Because that's the only artist in, I think, probably the history of music whose music has been quality from the first release to the most recent release, to where it's at least 50% of the album is listenable and likable. It's the only artist I can think of.
Yeah, every album is.
Every album, yeah, I
I
think.
can't say that.
Every album.
I said, however.
It's the closest to it if it's not.
Okay.
Ain't no other artist got that type of catalog.
You said listen to one artist. I'm gonna agree with you and say yay. But here's why I'm saying yay. Because as an artist, he's also a producer.
It said artist though. That's the thing. You gotta listen to the artist's music.
Yeah, that's his music too. So what he produced.
So if that's the case, I might go. I could change a lot then. If you talking about production.
I mean, Ye's an artist and a producer.
Okay. I got you.
Who would you change? Who just gonna change to?
I might go more producer then. I'll just go to my favorite producer. That would be number one because I can listen to everybody.
Who's your favorite producer?
I might go Diddy.
Hey, thank you for tuning in to episode 77. And like, comment, subscribe, share. We appreciate y'all turning in.
Just keep it real, man. You gotta kill all.
You know,
which one we do?
Right.
No way out, man.
We great episode 77. You know,
every step I take.
Have a great day. That's what you went with.
Yeah, nigga.